So the first question that you want us to think about is telling misleading truths consistent with Kant's categorical imperative. After reading the book, analyzing and thinking about Kant and his philosophical theory, that's what kind of I get out of the whole thing. That Kant's categorical imperative must be followed regardless of A. It's what we have in the lecture too. Only doing stuff that you can universalize, and that includes lying too. So to Kant, the motive is what matters, a duty to tell the truth regardless of the consequences. Kant believes that all lies are wrong. Even the lies that end in, we read about the example, when the murderer knocks in your house, and still even there Kant states that lying to the murderer is wrong. Seems, however, Kant more flexible with misleading statement. We know an example with him writing the letter with a pledge to the king that I think violate his philosophical theory. If we dig to the motive is what matters to Kant. The motive of him using misleading statement to write to the king. Purpose was to avoid a punishment of any kind or trouble of society. Therefore, writing this letter was socially conditioned, and it wasn't a free will. But as Kant stated, human beings are not 100% rational and sometimes act heteronomous out of the desire or instinct, which I think will Kant did with that letter to a king. So Kant, as being a human being, I think that what happened in this case, he acted driven by knowing the circumstances. The end, misleading statement are the same. The only difference is what you don't actually say, something that you could be proven untrue. However, both lies and misleading statements generate a contradiction and a conception of what we know, and Kant says about a categorical imperative. Only do stuff you can universalize. And that's what I think he didn't. So I don't agree with Sandel, I don't agree with Bill Clinton, and I don't that Kant writing this letter, I think he did violate his philosophical theory. That's what I'm kind of thinking about the first question. The second one is you ask us to think about the actual constitution and that hypothetical, well, what I understood about this question, hypothetical if Kant using the Kant theory of we would write a constitution of Bill of Rights and stuff like that, what it would be. Well, Kant doesn't have big philosophical work for stating that stuff, but he does have some. He does discuss a social contract. As far as I understand, he doesn't want a social contract being any kind like historical event. In my understanding, Kant states that social contract that rational justification for the state power. It's not a result or deal between a human being and citizen or citizen and government. The social contract reflects the reason each human being is rational being already contains the basic for the rational agreement to the state. So I think of Kant. So actually writing a constitution over rewriting, I don't think he would even put on writing. Because in his opinion, it's kind of exists in us and we don't have to state it on the paper. But I do think that using his categorical imperatives and two main categories of that is only do stuff you can universalize, which includes don't lie, don't murder, and so on, so on, so. And second one is always treat humanity as an in itself, never as more tool, and it includes the others and it includes ourselves. So I think all the rights will be violated by him by using those two main categories of philosophical view, and the right for the property and the right to respect the other people's property and the right to bear arms and so on, so on, so. And I think it would be all violated by those principles. Thank you.